It's your guy who is never lying. Sometimes defiant, TP Wave the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Rock Bottom. Welcome to Rock Bottom, man. As y'all know, I'm about to go over our New York Giant versus Carolina Panther highlight review. And I did not expect us to lose this game, man. That's just me keeping it 100% real. I know that nothing really surprises us anymore when it comes to this team, but I didn't expect a loss to the Panthers. I didn't. And there's a few reasons on why we lost, but the moral of the story is we're a bad football team, and this is a team loss. Team loss. Shout out to everybody that was a part of the full game stream with me and my twin Brose, who is a Carolina Panther fan. Shout out to him and Proven Grounds. The stream was actually dope, man. Outside of the fact that I had to take the L, but we had a good time, and so let's just go. Let's go tune into this thing, man, and let's just see what went down for us. From the 10-yard line. All right, so the Carolina Panthers start off with the ball, and they do their thing, man. They do their thing. For some reason, when you face the New York Giants, you are able to shine and look better than you have looked all year. Now, I want y'all to really understand when I say and when I make an emphasis on it being a team loss, because I know that, Daniel Jones, I'm used to it by now to where I know if we take a loss, Daniel Jones is going to be on the forefront of it. And then that's for a lot of people, that's where it starts. That's where it ends, right? I want to dig deeper. I want to dig deeper. I think Daniel Jones definitely has the piece of the pie, but there's a flip side to it. There is definitely a flip side to it. It definitely wasn't all on Daniel Jones. We had an opportunity to win this game, and we're going to break it down and see, why it is labeled the team loss. We're going to be able to see why everybody deserves this credit, and this is not a defense of anybody. This is not a defense of Daniel Jones. Let me be clear. This is one of the worst first halves by Daniel Jones I have seen. So I just want to get that out the way so y'all are not surprised. But here we go. All right. Here. We have Tyler Nubin right here that's going to take on this, I guess, guard who's rolling around and is going to complete exit him out the play. What I just would like to see from him is some type of disruption. It's a hard ask to get him to say that you want him to make this tackle, but at the end of the day, there's a certain level of effort that could contribute to this play to slow Chuba down, that can disrupt him from hitting this gap. You definitely don't want him to get outside. You want to keep him inside, but I think there could be a better effort than what he does here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's easy work for Chuba. That's easy work for Chuba. But that's not even the worst part of this play. I want y'all to pay attention to Mike McFadden. I'm gonna go back just a little bit, and I want y'all to keep your eyes on Micah McFadden. 3-yard gain. All right, here's Michael McFadden up here, and look at just a horrible pursuit. You play around with that. You play around with that guard for no reason. You play around with him, and then the pursuit is just lazy. It's just trash. It's just trash. And that's our linebacker, ladies and gentlemen. That's our linebacker. This is his play to make. And then, 3-yard gain. Of course, you have the sloppy tackling at the end. So you have here, you have the horrible pursuit, and then you have this. This is the last line of defense by Dane Belton, and this was just trash, man. This was just trash effort. And this is where we also miss Jason Pinnock, because this was just trash. This was trash. So all around, man, it just looks like a complete disaster. Miss, And Chuba with a big game. With a big game. Because they beat us at the point of attack. Pursuit was trash. And we tackling like a bunch of schoolgirls. And again, just trash. Trash. Oh, my God. Let's go back. Let's go back. Here. Bobby Okereke completely just F's the pursuit up here. And then again, look at Michael McFadden and look how he disrupts Tyler Nubin. But then I want y'all to see how Tyler Nubin just makes this trash again, because I see this from him often, where there's this trash angle and there's just lackadaisical effort of tackling Chuba. Just look at it. Bobby Okereke with the bad angle. And then look at Brian Burns. Look at Brian Burns here. What are you looking for someone else to make the play, and why are you jogging? Why are you just letting him just make his way up the field? And then look when he gives you a burst of speed. Look when he gives you a little burst of speed. And now he hits you with a little burst right there. It's like, yo, this is what we was dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we was dealing with. Just trash, man. Trash effort, trash execution. And then this is maybe the easiest touchdown Bryce Young can possibly have. Again, let's go back. Let's go back here.
Over his own feet. Down to the 4-yard line, gain of 27.
And here we have a defensive lineman dropping back in coverage, which I absolutely hate. We don't cause pressure. First of all, shout out to the Carolina Panthers offensive line, because I think they dominated most of this game here. They really did. And they did a good job on Dexter Lawrence for the most part, man. They did as good of a job that you're going to do versus them. But you have a defensive lineman here who drops back in coverage. I hate that shit. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that. Now Bryce Young is going to have all the space and opportunity to make a play, man. This is just easy as it gets for him. Look at that. That's easy work. That's easy 7 right there. That's an easy 7. As a collective on defense, man, just trash. Here we are on offense. Give Singletary the rock. And this is what I wanted to see, man. And my brother was also mentioning this as a Panther fan. He said, man, we abandoned the run way too easily. Way too easily. Shout out to the offensive line, including Evan Neal. Looked pretty good. Looked pretty good. So we're back on defense here.
So Bryce Young from the pocket. Nice throw and grab.
Just sad, man. Just sad. Michael McFadden being a liability in the coverage game. And here we are on run defense again. Man. I mean, if I gotta let some of these play, because if I just keep going back, it's gonna take us 10 days. But I just need y'all to see, man. This is what we've been dealing with defensively. First of all, is this Elijah Chapman right here who gets completely just dominated? Completely dominated. Oh my God. Look at this. Just completely dominated, exit out the play. And the defensive line without Dexter Lawrence is just super trash. Super trash.
Since the opening drive, this is the third drive of the Panthers.
Here we are again. Just trash, man. Trash.
Final play of the quarter. Young to his right. That's incomplete. And there are no flags.
And we make a stop on 3rd and 8. And I want y'all to pay attention to this 53-yarder. Pay attention to this 53-yarder. That was smooth as butter. Right down the middle, easy work. 53-yarder, ladies and gentlemen.
Tracy in motion.
And the option play, which I don't understand why we didn't do more of this. It works. It clearly works. And when you have your quarterback struggling in the first half, I don't understand why you don't go to that more often. We didn't make this Carolina Panther team uh, really work hard, man. We really didn't. And the reason why I asked y'all to pay attention to that 53-yarder, because, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have to deal with. This is what we have to deal with. Now, this is what I mean by just a collective clusterfuck of just bad football. There is no excuses on why we missed this kick. This score should be 3-10. 3-10. So if we want to go back to the play of the early game, and granted, I think this offensively, we did not look good, led by Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, I feel like, looked bad this first half. Looked bad. But even when looking bad, you have to execute, man. You have to get what you can get. You cannot afford to miss field goals that it should be cakewalks. Cakewalks. Because this is a 4-quarter game. It's not one in the first half. And so we missed this kick. And this is special teams, what we've been dealing with, man. What we've been dealing with. So here we are back on defense. Cause some pressure. And I think now at this point in time, this defense kind of wakes up. This defense kind of wakes up. Offensively, here we go. Tyrone Tracy, I mean, he looked good, man. He looks good for most part of this game. For most part of this game. Now, let's talk about it, man, because I know this is the play. I know this is the play. Let me just start by saying this.
First down run for the rookie. Third.
Daniel Jones, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? I know a lot of people are like, yo, it's 3rd and 1. You should easily run the rock. You should easily run the rock. No questions about it. Now, I have some pushback to it. I'm not mad at it. I know it may sound crazy. I know that y'all are like, oh, all right, what is this dude talking about? But it is 3rd and 1. And I just told y'all last week that we have done a good job at these quarterback sneaks and these tush pushes and executing that on short yardage situations. So granted, if this is not a completed pass, you have another opportunity on 4th down to get this first. More than likely, you're doing that quarterback sneak or you're running the ball, and I like our chances on getting this first down. So to create a spark, which I like Coach Dable when he's playing more aggressive. And you have to get in your think tank at points in time of the game. And it's easy to look back at it and it's a gamble. It's easy to look back at it and say to yourself, oh, man, he should have done this differently. Oh, man, da, 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 da. But this is actually what I would want to see. We cannot say anything about the play call when it is open. It is open. It has worked. I'm pretty sure how Coach Dable wanted to draw this up, this is exactly what he wanted to see. So I know Coach Dable is getting some fault to this, but I don't fault him, man. I don't fault him at all. This is Daniel Jones. This is Daniel Jones. And look, I watched this play a few times, and I really tried to understand why Daniel Jones was thinking the way he was thinking. This ball should be out, and there is just no excuses, man. There is no excuses. I even gave him the benefit of the doubt of trying to get the laces where he wanted it, and he had time for that. He had time for that. His eyes is looking right here down the field. I've heard someone make a great point. In the NFL, even if it's not wide open, because this was wide open. But even if it's not wide open, this is as wide open as it's going to get, if that makes sense. This is as wide open as it's going to get in the NFL. And he just doesn't pull the trigger. He does not pull the trigger. So I definitely blame that all on Daniel Jones. And that is a missed opportunity to at least get 3 points on the board. That's if our receivers catch it, but I can only go by what happened. Now, I do want to mention, I want y'all to look at the score. I want y'all to look at the time and where we are in this game. What's going on now is a lot of people are taking that play and they are running with it because it was bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending that shit. Y'all heard my opinion of it. It was bad. Oh, man, but we have a lot more football to go. We have a lot more football to go, and I'll be damned if y'all think that was the reason. If y'all solely think that was the reason on why we lost this game, you are sadly mistaken. Because quiet is kept. Once we get out this first half, Daniel Jones helps us and put us in a position to where we can win this game. But we cannot have this. We cannot have this bad of a first half from our quarterback. I'm not oblivious to that. Shout out to the defense again for making a stop. Here we go. Back on offense. Play action. Daniel Jones has some time. And he gets it off to Malik Neighbors here.
Jones, that's an open receiver. That's
all right, so we're moving the ball here up the field. And this is another point in time, an opportunity where you feel like we could get some points on the board. Hands it off to Tracy. Tracy just doing what Tracy do at this point. Just doing what he do. Play action, and then here we go. Now, this is an interception. And this is where I'm torn. I'm torn. Honestly, I am. I know the Daniel Jones, haters is gonna just pick this apart and just say, Daniel Jones, how you did not see the guy right in front of you and blah, blah, blah. Yo, let's be, for those who want to be real, this is one of those just unfortunate situations. This is just one of those unfortunate situations. Like you can't just expect for something like this to happen. You can't just expect for this to happen. He tries to get it over Shaq right here. And Shaq just does a good job at rising when Daniel Jones rises. And he tips the ball.
2-yard loss on the run. Play fake.
Yeah, boom. And this happens all the time in football, and it's just one of those situations to where, man, of course, in hindsight, it's so easy to say you want to see different, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What is the alternative? What is much more could you do in the act of time? In the act of time, not in hindsight, but when the play is going on. Just don't know.
Jones to his left and connects. And it does appear to get that first down. Wandale Robinson on the grab. Tracy.
All right, here we go. Running the ball again with Tyrone Tracy. And Tracy just shows you everything that you want to see in that. Shows you everything that you want to see in that. Aggressive, taking his time with his patience in the backfield and elusiveness. And here we go again with our defense breaking it down. I'm not going to stop it because I mean, y'all know what to look at by this point, but here we are.
Stepping up and through. Bryce Young.
Now I will say this. This is what we look like up the middle when Dex is not in the game. This is what we look like in the middle. Look at DJ Davidson. Now, man, does he not have space and opportunity? Does he not have space and opportunity? And Elijah Chapman, I mean, we don't even make Bryce work for this. This is easy work. This is easy work. Easy work. That don't happen when Dex is in the game. That's just not going to happen. That's right up the middle right there.
Grabs a snap. Quick throw over the middle. And that is caught.
And then we get one on Deontay Banks right there. And now here we go. Here we go. Now it was 7-10. And now going in, it's 7-17. Going into the fourth.
That's a nice completion over the middle, and they do pick it up. Theo Johnson, the rookie.
Now here we go. This is where things get interesting. Offensively,
Jones
steps up in the pocket. You see this offensive play calling. It's pretty solid here.
Nearing midfield, 1st and 10, 13 minutes to go.
The offense is looking pretty sharp.
Over the middle again.
Offensive line doing its job.
Nice catch and contained by Mike Jackson.
Again, shout out to Evan Neal. Shout out to Evan Neal, because not a bad job. I like the balance of running the ball and putting the ball in the air because we down. And we need to get up. We need to get up in the end zone. There we go. Here we go.
Well, Neighbors goes running off as the Giants go big. Jones still has it,
and this is a good job by Daniel Jones. This is a good job.
Touchdown, Giants.
So this is what I mean by, now we have a chance. Now we have a chance.
That one's to Chuba Hubbard.
And our defense does its thing.
Let's see, it's being ruled down.
Now the momentum is ours. And I want y'all to pay attention to this point in time. See, this is where you win this game. This is where, we're in this thing. And now it's our time to get back in the league right here. This is where you want it. So you could first half, which I'm not saying that the first half isn't important because it's there, But if the first half goes the way it goes, I mean, let's be real. We just seen the Detroit Lions have 5 interceptions of the game. 5 interceptions of the game. So it happens like that, man. This is the NFL. This is football. You're gonna have some ugly games. You're gonna have some times, man, where things are not clicking. But forget all of that. Good teams find a way to win, man. Are we gonna find a way to win here? It is 14-17. We just had a fumble on in our own territory. This is where you have to put this game to bed.
After replay assist, the ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
Wow.
Illegal use of hands to the face by the offense.
It's our time to shine right here. Our time to shine. The momentum swings. The defense does its job here. The defense does its job.
Trying to move and protect himself.
Shout out to Andrew Phillips because I don't think he had a good of a game last week, but this game, he's made some big plays, and that was probably the biggest. So here we go. I don't think that was nearly intercepted if you look at the replay on that, but anyway, there we go. All right. So this is the play that I want y'all to really look at with me. So here we go. Notice, I want y'all to pay attention to the rush. They are blitzing here, and you see that. You see Daniel Jones realizing that this is a blitz. So you have to get the ball out fast. You have to get the ball out fast. So he has until here. He has until there, and a little before, honestly. You got to get the ball out. And I know a lot of y'all are saying Malik Neighbors should get the ball and blah, and whatever. First of all, He doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the time to make that throw. That's for one. For two, I want y'all to pay attention to the situation here. It is 3rd and 7 with 6 minutes to go. What should be going on in your quarterback's head is, at the very least, if I don't have it, I don't want to. I want to get at least 3 points on the board. I want to at least tie this game up with 6 minutes to go. I don't want to kill the opportunity. So the theme of the game is, yes, we've been missing opportunities to take points off the board and to put points on the board. But this is not a bad look. That I don't like. I'm not mad at the decision here. Now with the pressure with this defense, y'all lack accountability. Your receivers has to help your quarterback out too, man. He has to help the quarterback out. I don't know what y'all see from other quarterbacks, other good quarterbacks. But if you look at the best of the best, man, it is not the quarterbacks that is just out there throwing and catching the ball, man. The receivers have to do their jobs. And at times like this, you have to help your quarterback out. Now, y'all could say, again, I know this is what y'all love to amount to. Oh, the ball was behind him and da-da-da. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. Tyrone Tracy should catch this ball, and that's where it ends, man. This ball has to be caught. If he catches this ball, we have an opportunity to tie this game up with 6 minutes to go. And as our defense is playing like they are playing, I have no doubt that they could stop them. And our offense has picked up steam, and offense has gained momentum. So this is where we have to take advantage. This has to be caught, man. And the funny thing is, you Twitter finger guys, y'all are saying that this ball should be da-da-da, and I know, I get it. It's easy for you to say that. But Tracy even knows that. Tracy even knows he should have caught the ball. He knows he should have caught the ball. So now we're in this decision here.
He throws incomplete.
Our defense makes another stop.
Oh, and a 3 and out. 3rd and 9.
And here we are with another opportunity to win this game.
Fires incomplete. Looking for Theo Johnson.
Quick and easy, a quick screen or something. See if we can bust it, but not putting the ball down the field.
It's going to be Young.
17-14 still.
And he flips it out. Complete to Xavier Leggett.
Dane Belton can't make it happen, man.
Young steps up.
And here we go. There we go. That was literally our last opportunity right there. So shout out to the defense. Shout out for the defense for giving the offense another chance. Another chance. And really, you cannot ask for these many chances, man. This usually, I mean, the defense bails you out here.
He is being ruled past the line again. Move the chains from their own 46. Trying to get Gano in field goal range at the very least. Jones over the middle.
And here we go.
By Theo Johnson.
Like I say, this second half, man, this offense looked a lot better than that first half. Looked a lot better. And I want to add, man, J.C. Horn, they didn't do a bad job on Malik Neighbors, man, when he was lined up against him. You know, I was telling my brother that, you know, I thought Malik Neighbors was going to torture him, but credit to J.C. Horn.
It's good.
Now here we are, tie game. Tie game, and this goes into overtime. And as you know, game is over here. Game is over here. Now, this is where me and a lot of this fan base is just we differ. We differ. We could go ahead. We can end this. We can end this here because this is where it ends. This is where we differ. Now, a lot of y'all, and I noticed that y'all done this before, right? Even when it's with Malik Neighbors. When Malik Neighbors is, the biggest part to our offense, and he does a lot of the grunt work throughout the game, and then at the end of the game, he drops a game winning reception, and y'all go to is, well, he did do this throughout the whole game, or he did keep us in it, and that's y'all bailout. And so when it comes to when you need it the most, y'all try to bypass that. For what reason? I don't know. There has to be some type of criticism. I'm not saying that certain players should be killed. I'm not saying that. But the lack of accountability, man, is what I don't understand about this fan base. Tyrone Tracy Jr., he drops that ball. I don't care what y'all say. That's a drop. But then he goes into overtime, first play of the game, and he fumbles the ball. And this fumbling has been an issue in this backfield all year. And y'all let it off the hook because y'all like Tyrone Tracy. He's the reason on why we blase blah. Man, no. You don't fumble the ball in overtime, man. No excuses. No excuses. And that can't happen, man. And I'm not saying Tyrone Tracy knows that and whatever. Y'all fall into the whole gamble of, I feel bad for him, and y'all even make excuses saying, oh, that's the best thing that Tracy could have done for us, and all that other crap. That I don't even listen to that soft shit. Moral of the long story short, that cannot happen. That cannot happen. And so I don't want to hear about Tyrone Tracy Jr. having a good game, because to me, that's not labeled a good game. You drop the ball in a key moment and you fumble the ball when it's time for us to win it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So there's so many opportunities and things where you look at why we lost this game, man. And this is just a summary. This is just New York Giant football. This is New York Giant football. And so I at this point in time, man, like again, I'm back to my numbing mode, pause, where I have no expectations. I have no expectations. I will say I do want to win this Thanksgiving game versus Dallas. I mean, I do want that, but let me make it clear: I have no expectations. I don't see us, winning any games until they show me otherwise. And that's just where I'm at with it. So that's it. That's it, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want y'all to stay tuned as it is our bye week. It is our bye week. We have a super dope stream coming up where Sneaky G, man, Cop Pizzle, The Juke, Big Dash, Born for Sports. We will all be doing a live stream on Sunday. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to y'all for getting me to that 600 subscriber amount. We on the road to 1,000. But shout out to y'all, man, for getting us past that more than halfway mark, man. I'm extremely happy that we're moving in that direction. But we have more work to do, and thank y'all. With that being said, until next time, stay tuned to this bye week, man. We got dope content coming out. Peace.
A rock don't move from a pebble. We don't cruise with the devil. We don't lose, we don't settle. Hard as heavy metal, but as smooth as the trouble that take you to that level that we ball on. We stand tall on, but never fall on. You can call on, get up off the floor, strengthen up your core. The mind is never poor. We shine like the sun of prime. Call it Shador.